If your salary were to stop tomorrow, how long would you be able to survive? That day I felt completely broken. Everything I earned seemed to slip away, leaving my hands empty by the end of the month. I had begun to convince myself that the problem lay in my meager earnings, and this very thought was hollowing me out from the inside. I sat there in silence. Grandfather noticed my distress and asked, "What's wrong? Why do you look so troubled?" I replied softly, "Everything I earn gets spent. Nothing is left over. I just don't know how to move forward." Grandfather smiled gently and said, "The problem isn't your income, it's your mindset." He then posed a direct question. "What if this income were to stop tomorrow?" I had no answer, and in that very moment the truth struck me. I was vulnerable. That is precisely why people live in fear, Grandfather explained, because their entire lives are built upon a single stream of income. Then he said, "Come, let me show you something." On the way, he asked, "If you had just 1 hour each day, could you do something with it?" I immediately replied, "No. What could possibly be accomplished in just 1 hour?" Grandfather laughed. "That is the biggest mistake people make. They dismiss small pockets of time as useless, yet it is precisely that time that eventually makes a monumental difference." We approached a man who worked as a daily wage laborer during the day and sold tea outside his home in the evenings. Gradually, he had built up a secondary source of income. "Look," Grandfather said, "he isn't wealthy, but he made the right decision. He didn't rely on just a single income stream." Then he shared the true formula with me: time, skill, and patience. First, figure out how much time you can spare each day, even if it's just 30 minutes. Then, use that time to acquire a small skill, something to sell, something to create, any activity that can gradually evolve into a source of income. In the beginning, the monetary returns will be modest, but you will gain experience, and that very experience will eventually translate into substantial earnings. Everything suddenly became crystal clear to me. The problem wasn't earning too little. The problem was relying on a single source of income. Looking into my eyes, Grandfather said, "Understanding isn't enough. Now learn to do." He stated clearly, starting a side income doesn't require a lot of money. It requires the right start. People keep waiting, thinking they'll begin once they have more funds. But the truth is, a side income always starts on a small scale. Then, he outlined 3 paths. First, skill-based. Sell what you know how to do: editing, design, writing, teaching. Second, product-based. Buy and resell items, or create and sell your own tea, food, online products. Third, digital work. Leverage your mobile and the internet for content creation, freelancing, or online services. You won't earn much at the beginning, he noted, but gradually, both your confidence and your income will grow. Then his voice turned serious. Consistency is paramount. People give up after just 5 or 10 days, and then claim it doesn't work. If you keep doing a little bit every single day, that small effort will eventually turn into something massive. I asked, "How long will it take to see results?" He replied, "That depends on your effort and your patience. But if you stick with it for even 30 days without stopping, you'll start to see a difference." Finally, he offered these parting words: "The decision now rests with you. Will you spend your life relying on a single source of income, or will you forge a second path for yourself?" Now I ask you that very same question. What are you going to start today? Skill-based, product-based, or online? Remember, a side income always starts small, but if pursued the right way, it has the power to transform your entire life.